Hello, Virgo. Welcome to Karma on Deck. I'm Karma. This is your weekly reading for the sign of Virgo for September 17th. Bird thinks I'm talking to him. He'll shut up eventually. Apologies. He just knows I'm not in the room with him anymore. Hey, Virgo, let's take a look and see what kind of energy is going on for y'all. Baby boy. Yeah. All right, here we go, Virgo. No. Okay, we're not doing that again. I just didn't like the door closed. All right, here we go. First card that comes out is the Fool card. Interesting note, the Fool card has showed up in every reading today, which must mean that there's something astrologically going on for us. Hi, Dee Dee. Which is all about opportunity. You also have, you got some really good cards here. The Strength card and the Fool card has been our tone lately. So interestingly enough, the first thing that pops out to me for Virgo right now, I'm going to say, let's take the win. So Virgo for the win. Dee Dee, you called it. Okay, so we have the Strength card, the Fool card, the Ace of Coins, and the Six of Coins. We have Six of Wands. Now, what's important to see all of this? Six of Wands usually is our card that tells us that there is a surplus of money coming your way. Possibly feels like something like a bonus, or not something that's a change in income or anything, or money coming your way. We also have the Ace of Coins in play, the Sun card. So let me just say this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 out of 15 cards are major cards for you. So cannonball much. So this is like a big burst of a lot of energy. So if you know anything about tarot, and for those of you that want to take tarot lessons, hit me up because I have another class starting soon. So you have the Hangman. So this tells us that this whole weight that's going on for you is about to be over. Okay, it's going to be like a cannonball. Major cards are the heavier influence, the bigger wows, the big bang. They're not just something that's super small like my little cup of coffee. It's going to be like a volcano, right? The thing that's most important to talk about for you, though, is Virgo feels stress. There is not anxiety, but true stress. We have the Judgment card, which is the three-headed dragon. Now, this tone has been in play for, you can have a hot summer day. For some of us, it could be great, and for others, it could be terrible. So just because we have the same energy between three different readings, which we have the Fool card, the, where'd it go? The Fool card and the Strength card, okay? So both of those in play are affecting each sign a little bit differently, right? We still have the sun in the sky, so it affects us all a little differently. We have the Fool card, which is our opportunity. And what I see for you is that you're taking opportunity because you've built a foundation and you feel you can trust the path that you're already on. Unlike Cancer, who can't decide what it is that you want to do, you've already decided. So it's just time for you to play these things out. With the Strength card in play, it tells me that you're really looking at and turning your weaknesses into your strengths and utilizing that skill set to propel you forward. I will say that you've been short with some individuals because you have the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords is our road rage card. Okay, so you may have tripped a little too far from being assertive to being a little harsh. So if you tone it down just a little bit, you'll find your middle ground because you have both of these. One is a smart mouth and the other one is kind of harsh. So you also have been working a little too hard. The Eight of Coins, you're working harder for your money than you think you should be. You also are looking to find balance. Like, this is one of the most important things for you, is trying to find out what is moving you, how the universe is playing with, the give and take and the balance. Usually this card is someone sitting in a river and they have these two cups and you can't fill a whole one, but you got to kind of measure it out back and forth and get it to come into balance. It's a huge deal to strike balance. That's what we call integration, when you go from needing polarity to keep you driven forward and instead finding integration and finding that middle ground and peace. Polarity is no longer necessary. Key, guys, huge key. So I'm also seeing some travel for you. You have the Sun card, which is a lot of celebration and balance. You have the Ace of Coins, which is the phenomenal card of the deck, right? Even though this isn't a major per se, it's one of our high court cards, and this tells us that money is in alignment. So it may not happen right away because we have the Hangman, and the Hangman is balance. I'm sorry, pauses. So that's like the pause between putting a loan in, application in, and having to wait for an approval. It's the pause between getting engaged and getting married. It's the pause between being pregnant and having the baby. There is a pause. Things are still happening. When you're pregnant, you're still pregnant. You just don't have your baby, right? So this card tells us it's a pause and a wait. It doesn't mean a no. So you may be feeling a little frustration and fighting with other people. Look at these fighting cards that you have. So you have these really amazing cards here, okay? You have victory, things moving quickly, travel, balance. You're using your weaknesses as your strengths. You have the Six of Wands, which is your victory, but you have all this stress and this attitude right here. I can promise you that if you keep this bad attitude and this stress up, you are going to manifest exactly this energy. So you got to come from gratitude, okay? Look and focus at the things that you do have and reframe that shit so you have yourself looking at a positive outlook, because you trip down this rabbit hole, and that's the course to depression. Being nasty to other people, being aggressive, being more forward than you meant to be, even if it's on accident. Like, apologize and correct that so that you can have that positive energy with the people that you love and the people that you have to work with every day. I mean, I'm not saying be selfish, but that's going to perpetuate a little bit more antagonistic behavior and response. So if you can have a little EQ, balance your emotions, meditate, come to center, come to ground, recalibrate as you need to, so that you can allow all of these blessings to come to you. Because I'm seeing that Virgo feels like these blessings are on the rise, feels as if they're right on the other side of the glass. Open, 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 right? Was that the Macy's commercial at Christmas? It's right there, okay? So you may have been almost feeling as if you wanted to give up or quit or let go of the dream or let go of these ideas because it just feels too tough. And your stress is really getting to you. Now, there may not be real outward signs, but this is your mental state. I mean, you very well easily could have situations that are feeling legitimate that you can cause, that's causal to the stress. But I will say, sit in gratitude, do some meditation, and recalibrate a little bit. You will get there. So I'm going to shuffle these other cards, get you your Virgo moon reading. Like, subscribe, and share. Book your one-on-one, karmaondeck.com. If you want to see me in person, it's by appointment. You can catch me at Breathe of St. George at the Salt Room. I see so much. I have to talk fast. Somebody said I'm a little too fast-paced. I apologize. What YouTube is for, you can rewind. Okay, kids, here we go. This is Virgo moon. Here, Jay. Waiting. So Virgo's looking for signs. You're waiting for answers from outwardly. You got to make a decision and propel that shit forward. You are a creator. You're a co-creator, guys. Never forget that you're a co-creator. You can and will and do affect the world around you. I promise. Oh, Virgo's spending a little too much time on the internet. I don't know if you work from the computer or you're browsing social media, but I do see that you may have had a little bit of adventure, misunderstanding, and feeling as if there's some drama for you. You're waiting for some of that to die down. You have the moon card, which is fear. You're a little worried that things aren't going too gentle. Also seeing the Chariot card again. So that's a congruency between your general spread and this one. The Chariot card is you traveling. So you might be going international. If not, you know, you're something that has to do with work or travel is coming up. It might even be just association of something that you're doing or a project that you're working on, international, or dealing with things a little bigger than your normal community. Ace of Wands is in play. When I talk about the Ace of Wands, it usually tells us there's decisions that need to be made and new beginnings regarding work. Wands is work. I see the Ten of Pentacles. You're constantly thinking about your money right now. I don't know what it is you're watching and waiting for, Virgo, but I do see the Three of Wands. And if you look at this, she's waiting for her ship to come in. And weren't we just talking about that? You can trust that things are in alignment because we have the World card right here. Okay, and we have the Strength card, your congruency here. Ace of Cups, which is joy and love. But the overriding theme for you, again, is communication. Three of Swords is communication. Literally, the definition typed in the booklet when it came with the book is heartbreak if you don't communicate. Literally, hurting yourself if you don't communicate. So, I do have one other card dead center. I don't want you to worry about it, but I will tell you the Devil card in play tells us that you are very, very much aware of what bad habits, or, I mean, sometimes it references substances or someone around you having substance issues or yourself. But it definitely means bad habits. So your 10 of Pentacles, the Devil card, and the Ace of Cups. How that plays out is you're very concerned that your behavior can affect negatively the path and the outcome which you set yourself upon. So you have this constant moral compass and measure that you're having, going back and forth to keep you in alignment. Maybe you have people that keep you accountable. Perhaps you are looking to not repeat some bad habits, or you're aware of others that are blocking you from moving to the direction that you want to move to. Very cautious that you're not playing the victim game right now. 8 of Swords and a 10 of Wands, which means things are a little too heavy to bear, and feeling as if it's getting over, you're a little overburdened. So put some of it down if you have to. Ask for support. We all recognize that we're all up against the wall right now, everywhere, everything, from kids to COVID to politics to culture. We're having a little bit of pressure. So be kind to one another, ask for support, and make a plan. Okay? Thank you for hanging out with me. I am going to pull a card for you from the the Divination of the Ancients. And I'm going to wrap up for today. So let us do this wrap up. Thank you for hanging out with me. Like I said, like, subscribe, and share. Go to my YouTube for those of you on my other social media platforms, and you can see the cards picture in picture. I like my YouTube platform. So I'd rather be there than anywhere. All right, this is your last card. Here we go for Virgo. Sensitivity. So were we just talking about you being a little oversensitive? Are you feeling prickly at all? And I felt inspired to pull this other card too. Fragmented. So interesting. You have the fragmented card, the Shagai, and the psychometry, which is sensitivity. So you're feeling fragmented, you're feeling scattered all over the place, and you're feeling a little oversensitive. I mean, just raw. So what is it that you need to do, Virgo, to put yourself back together? You got to start with one piece. I don't care if you like to bake, take a run, paint. Find something that you need to do to put yourself back together. You're not Humpty Dumpty. You're a human being. Don't should yourself. And come from love. Come from gratitude. All right, guys. Hopefully that was useful to you. I want to thank you for hanging out with me, and I will catch you tomorrow. Tomorrow, we will be doing Libra, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. I already did Scorpio for this week, so we're going to be skipping around a little bit. Sorry about the confusion. Remember, love is the answer to everything. Come from love. Love and light, guys.